U2 are forced to pull out of Glastonbury. Gorillas step in. How did it happen?
I thought you were saying U2 as in U2.
No, not U2. U2, the popular Irish band.
Yes, the Celtic rock band.
The Celtic rock band, Gorillas step in. How did it happen?
You can explain that one.
Damon, can you explain?
How did it happen? Well, I would imagine that there were quite a few people who at that point said, we're available.
Were you one of those people?
Of course. And I can't explain why we're doing it and no one else is doing it. But, you know.
May I say, I don't know if you know Bono and the boys very well, but there are quite a few Glastonbury goers that are quite pleased that you boys are stepping in.
I've actually known...
I don't mean to be rude.
Often, believe it or not, the first time I met Bono and the boys was in 1986.
Really?
Yeah, 86 or 87, when I used to be the barman, bellboy, all-night barman at a hotel in West London.
Wow. And were they up having a few drinks after a gig? Is that how you...
Well, I mean, you know, you don't go to an all-night bar unless you're going to...
I've just asked a stupid question, haven't I?
Yeah. So I've actually known of them. I mean, I don't think I really sort of featured, or whether they can remember me from then. And I've bumped into them loads of times. I even sat on Bono's knee after the...
I don't think you should tell that story.
No. I sat on Bono's knee because there was who was that?
There was nowhere to sit.
Hang on,
you didn't know him.
Who's that Italian singer? Not Ramazzotti.
Dimas Roussos.
No, he's Greek.
Greek, isn't it?
It's one of those kind of dodgy Italian singers. Anyway, so it was the back of a car coming out of a club at the end of the '98 World Cup, and I was walking down the street and the window went down. He said, "Do you want a lift?" So I squeezed in and sat on his knee, and he gave me a lift back to my hotel.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I mean, you know, you bump into people, but I mean, I hope he gets better.
Yeah, of course.
And
just not before next week.
I'm sure. Well, yeah. I don't think things are going to change, but then again, you never know. You never know. So I'm sure they are gutted that they're not playing, and I'm sure a lot of people are gutted that they're not playing. But we're playing now, and we'll just make sure we do our thing and bring the party.
There was
party to Glastonbury.
There was a kid on Twitter who described it as good as taken over from U2, described it as going to your dentist for a filling and realising that your dentist had turned into a discotheque.
Oh, that's nice.
Which was...
And in 140 characters, you can't go wrong,
a little bit
Jamie.
cruel, but it was on Twitter, nothing to do with us.
A lot of stuff on Twitter seems to be pretty cruel.
Melancholy Hill is the third single to be taken from it, out on the 26th of July. 10 years... Gorillas has been, or nearly 10 years.
10 years.
I couldn't believe that, frankly, which is a compliment. Does it feel like that for you guys? Does it feel like you're a band who are a decade in the making, or does it always feel quite new and fresh when you go in the studio and start doing the drawings and art?
I think this time round, the live band has come of age. I think as a live sort of idea, it's really working now. But you know, we kind of, when we're not doing this, we're doing so much other stuff. It's a sort of, it's kind of like I don't know. It's very intense once it starts. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I tend to have the intense bit making the record.
Yeah.
Which, you know, on this occasion, took me to the Middle East a bit, New York, London, and then Jamie kind of. He has an intense year after my year of making it. He has an intense year drawing everything. Yeah.
Chaps, before I let you go, I'd like to crowbar some tenuous questions into track names from your album. Is that okay? Try and be as honest as possible. That's all I ask. Stylo, the favourite piece of clothing you have ever owned. Was there like a magic pulling jumper from the teenage years?
Well, the favourite piece of clothing, I've had a few. I've had a few T-shirts that I just sort of couldn't get rid of. I've still got a pink Minnie Mouse in Florida T-shirt which I've had for like 15 years.
Lovely.
But it's a mess now, you know.
But you can't get rid of it. You have to just.
Because I chew my T-shirts. I've got that really bad habit.
I chew my T-shirts.
Yeah, all my T-shirts get chewed.
What, even now?
Yeah, even now.
What, is it something you do
It's
when you're
worse
watching
now.
the TV? Or
Stop myself dribbling now.
do you chew the sleeves of your?
Yeah, I chew everything. I'm really bad with clothes, but I think the piece of clothing that broke my heart. I worked one summer when I was about 15, all summer on a farm, which was great, but it was hard work. And I didn't get paid much, but I earned enough to buy a white Lacoste, just ready for just to go out on a Friday night down the Affair Club in Colchester, and I spilt red wine on it.
Toiling in the farmyard. Okay, Jamie, let's bring you in here. Okay, some kind of nature. Camping, yay or nay? Have you ever been camping? Do you have any desire to go camping?
Permanently camping, if you know.
Yeah, thank you. About 4 foot behind you, I am.
And I'm just bringing up the rear. So...
Hang on, I haven't told my story yet.
I know, that's where I'm going.
Last time I went camping was the Phoenix Festival, and many years ago, and I made the stupid mistake of going to sleep early in my tent, and the people in the tent next to me were partying really hard, and one guy who was quite inebriated kept saying to his girlfriend, "I don't like the fact that they're asleep. I'm going to set fire to their tent." And she kept going, leave me alone, Gary, leave me alone, shut up, right? And they kept going on all night. So I was lying there just waiting for the flames to start licking up the side of my tent. Luckily he didn't, but when I got out of my tent in the morning, he was lying in his own sick outside his tent. So I felt
clutching some matches.
Clutching some kerosene and a box of matches.
What a beautiful crime scene. Sweepstakes. Have you done one for the World Cup? Who did you get?
Every time I've bet on Chelsea, they've lost. So, you know, not just going to do any good. I'm not betting on England for everyone. Just so you all know, I'm not betting on England, so it's going to be okay.
It's a lovely thing for you to do as a patriotic man, Damon. Finally, cloud of unknowing. If you could give the younger you one piece of advice, what would it be, Jamie?
Oh my God, are you serious? I don't know if I can say it on radio.
Give it a go.
No.
Wow, what has happened in your life that you need to give that kind of advice?
I don't want to go there. Ask him.
Damon Albarn?
Worked harder at school so that I didn't have to be kind of constantly learning stuff which I should have learned at school now.
Like how to say where's the post office in German?
Well, how to speak stuff like Latin and Greek and stuff
Always
like
handy.
that. Well, it is what I'm doing at the moment, but that's another story.
What are you doing at the moment?
Just reading Latin and Greek.
Are you going to? Is this going
I'm not really.
to transpose into some musical thing? No. Adventure? Never. Is this the next step?
Never.
Musical
If
adventure.
anyone can do it, you can do it.
Badly, yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been a real pleasure spending some time in your company. Thank you, Damon. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Continued success, and I can't wait to see you at Glastonbury.
Nice
Thank you.
one.
Cheers.